This episode of The Movie Men is brought to you by media sales consultant Tim DeArmond.
Your source for daily traditional and digital marketing insights and advice.
For more information, check out the link posted in the show notes below.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah. No, I'm yeah.
Oh, all right.
No, I'm great.
Oh. That doesn't sound great.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I hope the rest of the audience is good too. Welcome to the Movie Men podcast.
I hope everyone else is a little more genuinely good.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know why I started like that.
Well,
that's fine. I'm good.
It was
I'm
like
good.
a hook. You hooked us in. Like we're all curious now.
Yeah.
Like, is he okay?
Yeah. It's a plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out he's fine.
He's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Take it away. I feel under the circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
under the genre that we did, the film that we did.
Right.
I kind of feel like the guest here.
Oh, hey.
I kind of feel like this is your domain. So take it away, good
right.
sir.
Well, we are going to start. What episode is this even? Number 45? Yeah.
This is number 45. We're 5 episodes away from our 50th episode.
Right?
Which we maybe have something up our sleeve for.
Oh, we totally do. I'm excited about it. I think you're excited about it.
Very.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's crazy to believe this is already episode 45. And if you didn't follow along or you don't listen to every single episode, this was an episode where we, again, as our usual practice, had the audience vote on what movie we reviewed. And this time the category was movies that I've seen that I thought are important for movie viewers to watch, but Brady hasn't seen.
Right.
And
so Human Centipede.
No, not even.
Drag me to hell.
No way.
The Room.
Yeah, that is valid. That's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But no, Top Gun was the winner, and it got a pretty good response from the audience interaction. Which
Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun.
A film where a 5'11" or a 5'7" guy stands on a box so that he looks like he's 5'11" throughout the entire film.
It should be noted at this point, one of the reasons this made my list of movies Brady hasn't seen is because he would have never watched it because it has Tom Cruise in it, who he just loathes.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why I loathe them.
That's okay.
Like, there's no personal, actual... I think at one point... I can't remember... Honestly, I can't remember what sparked it, but I think the whole Tom Cruise thing... I think it's just a hill that I feel like I have to die on now.
Like you've taken it so far.
It's become a part of my movie fan identity.
Right.
That I hate Tom Cruise.
Right.
You know, yeah. Anyways, so I went into this film having not seen it.
Yep.
By the way, spoilers. I went into this film.
Sure.
Watching it with someone who also hadn't seen it.
Okay. Yep.
And I would say was in the same place that I was in.
Okay.
Which I will call optimistic skepticism.
Okay.
So neither of us really wanted to watch it.
Sure.
We're like,
Yep.
All right. Well, there's other movies I'd rather watch tonight, but you know, friggin' podcast, I get it. Right? So watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But also both went in going, but this could be really great.
Okay.
Like didn't go in saying this is going to be awful. Went in saying
open-minded.
Went in saying I don't want. I'm just not interested.
Sure.
which I think maybe doesn't quite parallel how you felt about Ghostbusters.
No, I think it would
There's-
parallel how I felt about Edward Scissorhands, and
Right.
and I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Like I was open with that one, but I was there's like a pointer to which side I was a little bit more on. I was more on the loathing of like, well, let's get this done with, and then I ended up.
But interestingly, interestingly, you could almost say you ended up adoring the film. You really you thought, wow, this is there's so much here that I didn't realize.
Yeah. And again, totally different kind of movies like Edward Scissorhands and Top Gun, but yeah, it was. I had like the total polar opposite of what I was expecting with Edward Scissorhands.
Sure. I'll also point out, I don't think it was the film specifically that I was dreading.
Okay.
Right? Like I think if it was
Patrick Swayze.
I think if it was Top Gun starring Matt Damon
Or Sean Connery.
or Sean Connery or Alec Baldwin or whoever,
Right.
I don't think I would have been dreading it as much. I don't think I would have,
Right.
I think it was. I think a lot of it was Tom Cruise.
Right.
I knew nothing really. Like I knew it was about fighter jets, obviously.
Sure.
But that was kind of it. That was the extent of my knowledge.
Yep.
And so I had no reason to be fundamentally against it except for Scientology boy.
Right.
Which
I should also acknowledge, like, I'm not in the Tom Cruise for President 2020 boat. Like, if you do enough digging on most celebrities or in most human beings in general, there's probably some dirt or some weird stuff that you're like, But I don't fundamentally hate him.
No. And I poke fun and I tease about the Scientology thing. I don't hold that against him from an actor standpoint, because who you are, who you are off, like, and this, I mean, maybe this is kind of a gray area, but I think your personal life and who you are as an actor and the skills and talent that you have are two completely separate categories. Point in case, Bill Cosby is a horrible human being.
Right. Yeah. It's
hilarious. But he's hilarious.
Yeah.
His stand-up comedy, all the roles that he's played, he's an incredible comedian. He's a great actor.
Right.
And so I, in the wake of all the stuff that he's done, I still watch his stuff.
Right. Yeah, because there's a separation of like you said, personal and what he's done professionally.
Right.
Yeah.
There's and yeah. So anyways, all of that aside, Top Gun.
So now I'm just so curious. Like, what did you think of it, just in a nutshell, when you turned the DVD player off and went on with your life?
In a nutshell, well, it was a Blu-ray because I'm not a caveman.
Sorry, when you turned the VHS player off,
the Laserdisc, which is total pain in the ass. I had to flip it over halfway through. It was
it's worth it.
I would say probably very similar, honestly, to how you felt about Ghostbusters.
Okay, that's fair.
I would say I didn't hate the film.
Sure.
By any means.
Yep.
There was no moment where I went, ooh, that's a bad moment, or this makes this a bad film.
Sure.
But I would say I've got definitely a list of praises.
Cool.
And I would definitely say I have a list of criticisms.
Is the top, we'll get there, but is the top of the criticisms the eerily unrealistic and just weird volleyball scene?
No,
because that's a bone of contention for a lot of people.
Really? I didn't think it was that unreal. Like, that scene didn't strike me as anything unusual.
So I'm not sure how big into volleyball you are, but like, if you were to just gather with some friends playing volleyball, you would oil yourself and flex like a model, like after every like good play.
Well, I don't know. I think yes, but I mean, I think a big point of it is they're all like, all of them start out as cocky assholes.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And so, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're oiled up because they're in the sun.
Sure.
Would be. Anyways.
Yeah.
Shall we work through... We'll work through the film?
I am so pumped to work through the film with you.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, United States Naval Aviator. Okay. So, right off the bat, I have a complaint.
Okay.
When he's in the bar with Charlie.
Okay.
When he first meets her. Start of the film.
Sure.
Or earlier on in the film.
Early on.
Tom Cruise or Maverick or what is it?
Pete Mitchell.
Something. Peter Mitchell.
Yep.
Yeah. He already at this point, like, he does something that's such a douchebag line.
Which part?
Well, okay. So first, hang on. Let's. He says, she's like, I don't know. He's talking about something. He says, I can't even remember. Oh, he introduces himself. He says Maverick. I'm Maverick.
Yep.
She says, I'm Charlie. He says, I'm Maverick.
Okay.
She says, Maverick, your parents hate you or something? And he's like, no, it's my call sign. And she says, oh, you're a pilot, which is accurate. He is a pilot.
Yep.
But his response, instead of being like, yeah, I'm a pilot, is, yeah, I'm a naval aviator. Like, corrects her with this ridiculous, like, I'm not just a pilot, ma'am. I'm a naval aviator. Like, just to me, that moment, I was like,
maybe there's a difference.
Seriously?
Like, maybe.
Seriously?
Maybe in circles, it's a big enough difference that people.
No. I mean, they're already in the bar placing bets on. They're already treating women as poker chips at this point.
Yeah.
The 80s. Okay, so United States Naval Aviator Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell and his radar intercept officer Lieutenant Nick Goose Bradshaw fly an F-14A Tomcat. That's what I thought it was when I saw it. Aboard
it's
the
close,
USS.
It's close to the F-14AB Tomcat, but easy misconception.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Slightly different contour on the wing.
Well, exactly.
Tomcat aboard USS Enterprise. During an interception with two hostile MiG-28 aircrafts, Maverick gets missile lock on one, while the other hostile aircraft locks onto Maverick's wingman, Cougar. I mean, so right off the bat, the film starts you and they're in jets.
Right.
Now, is this one of, I mean, so something admirable about Tom Cruise.
Sure.
Is his dedication to learning how to do things for stunts.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
He does a lot of stuff himself. He's gotten a lot of injuries from doing his own stunts, right? He's the whitest Jackie Chan that any of us know.
Right.
And but it, like, so I was, the whole time I was watching the movie, I was trying to figure out if this is one of those instances. Is he flying the MiGs?
So they're not, the actors are not flying the planes in this movie. The actors
That's what I figured.
They are in the planes. Usually they were like in the back seat and like used to take footage actually mid-flight. But ironically, apparently, this is what I've read, and I'm not sure. It might be true, it might be false. The internet is what it is. Apparently, most of the footage that they used of, like, say, Tom Cruise or Goose, like, in the plane was unusable just because the actors were throwing up too much.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, well, I mean, they're doing stuff crazy chiz.
Yeah, that they're not used to.
Maverick gets missile lock. Cougar is too shaken to land.
Yeah, he kind of gets the yips, like near death experience, and like sees his wife.
I had to, I got really confused right off the bat.
Right.
I felt like I rewound. I went back a bit and kind of rewind, and then got, oh, okay, he's just shooken up from the. But at first I couldn't make sense of what was happening to him.
Right.
And I felt, and maybe that's on me, but I kind of felt like maybe in that moment that could have been a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
Like what exactly is happening to him. And that happened at one other moment in the film
You're not
too.
You're not alone. When I've watched it with other people and it's their first time, there's moments, and that's one of them, is where there's just some lack of clarity about who I'm watching at that exact moment and what's happening. And I guess for the 80s, it was a good movie. Sometimes some of the cut scenes or like the actual jet scenes are just, I find the shaky cam a little too shaky and confusing. So there's times where it is easy to get confused about what's happening.
I found all of the aerial shots incredibly confusing.
Yes, yes.
I found it hard to keep track of. Like I couldn't get. I felt like I was just having images flashed in front of me. I couldn't get a sense of where everyone was in the right. And so, but then I thought to myself, and I was like, well, is that just common of these types of scenes? And I don't think it is, because I thought back and I compared it to something like the space, like Return of the Jedi.
Sure.
When they're up and they're doing, and I'm like, no, I feel like Return of the Jedi constructed that. Like I don't ever feel like I'm lost.
Yeah.
During a Star Wars dogfight.
Right.
Whereas in these, I was like, it was just, I don't know, it was just so much cutting back and forth, and I just couldn't figure out who was where or what was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. Maverick, defying orders, shepherds him back to the carrier. Mm-hmm. This was a cool shot, because he goes into land and then like the tires kind of touch down, and then immediately he speeds up and takes off again.
Right.
Cougar gives up his wings, citing his newborn child that he's never even met before. Right, he was almost widowed and orphaned the child. Despite his dislike for Maverick's recklessness, CAG Stinger sends him and Goose to attend Top Gun, the Naval Fighter Weapons School at Naval Air Station. Okay, so a couple questions.
Sure.
Or a couple questions and comments.
Please.
Comment number one is, I realized I've been mispronouncing the name of this movie forever. And I've been trying, like in the 2 days since I watched it, I've been trying to make sense of this epiphany so that I could explain it properly. And I don't know if it's fully going to work, but
okay. Right.
I've always, whether it's been talking about the movie or the infamous roller coaster at Canada's Wonderland.
Oh, sure.
Which is now named Flight Deck, because they're no longer owned by Paramount. Anyways, which again has always been one of my I think that coaster is so overhyped. I think the coaster and the movie have a lot in common, but no, just in the sense that it's overhyped.
Sure.
Just that it's I've gone on it.
Yep.
And it's not awful.
Yep. But it wasn't amazing.
But it's probably a little jarring, and it's kind of overhyped and not always worth, like, it may not necessarily be worth it depending on the length of the line.
Right. Yep.
But so I've always pronounced the movie Top Gun, and it turns out it's not Top Gun. Because I was always approaching it Top Gun as if it was like one word, as if it was like a title, Top Gun, right? Like he is the Top Gun.
Sure.
Whereas in reality, it's Top Gun, right? And this makes sense in my head, and I don't think it's coming across that way. But it's it's not Top Gun as in just a title that doesn't, like, where the individual words. Okay, here's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
In my mind, I thought Top Gun as in the two words come together to form one meaning.
Oh. Okay.
Whereas in reality, it's not. It's quite literally
the top gun. Yeah.
The top, right? And so, I don't know, I
think you were reading too much into it.
No. It's I noticed it because every time someone said Top Gun in this movie, instead of saying Top Gun,
I'm not there.
No, I know you're not. I know, but it's like they put an emphasis on gun.
Okay.
They went up with their voice when they said gun, as opposed to down with their voice when they said gun, and they always pronounced it or put emphasis on it differently than the way that I always have. And this sounds bizarre.
Yes, it really
but it
does.
made me see the word Top Gun differently
In a whole new light. Yeah.
Yeah, because instead of being Top Gun,
Okay.
it was Top Gun.
Cool.
Right. Anyways, yeah. So there's that. Number 2. I don't know if I agree with sending him. I don't know if I agree with sending him to the Top Gun program.
I don't honestly like. It makes for a great movie story of having this kind of rogue, loose cannon, but like if he's not even obeying immediate orders, whether
like you saved the guy, and that's fantastic.
But
this is
you
the
pulled
military.
something off amazing. You broke the chain of command.
This is the military.
Yeah,
and in the military, there's not a lot of room for personal judgment sometimes.
And it sets a tone. Like if you give someone a promotion because they broke the chain of command, I mean, where does that lead?
So our estimate, because we paused the movie, we looked it up, we did a whole bunch of figuring out.
Yeah.
In the scene where they're in the office and they're talking to Stinger.
Sure.
The guy that plays Stinger, I'm trying to remember his name, but he's the same guy that plays Principal Strickland in the 3 Back to the Future movies.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And so we looked up, because in this scene, in these scenes, Tom Cruise towers over him by about 3 or 4 inches.
Oh, yeah. Right.
When in reality,
yeah,
Tom Cruise is about an inch shorter than him.
Really?
And so we looked it up, and so our estimate was that in this film, or in this scene specifically, whether it was platform shoes or it was the box that he's standing on or whatever,
the soapbox,
but they brought, I think sort of typically in this film they brought Tom Cruise's height up by about 4 inches.
Oh boy, yeah, he's not
which
tall.
I mean, so he's 5'7".
Sure.
And I'm 5'7".
Right.
And I think this is one of the things I don't like about Tom Cruise.
Okay.
I have no beef with a short actor.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, like, whatever.
Like, what? Yeah, you're not having a beef with someone's physical, like, characteristics. Like, no.
But name other actors who routinely are made to look taller in their movies so that they're either taller than the love interest or they're taller than the other men in the film, or the same height as the other. Like,
right.
To me, that just screams weak.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
Whose decision is that? Like, what are we saying? What are we saying by saying, well, the action star can't be 5'7"?
Right.
I don't know. Right?
That's
like,
true.
To me, I think I would want to get behind the image of, the action star who, despite his height, always saves the day.
Right.
I don't know.
Not always having size and heroism united. Yeah.
The final question I have before we move on: what
Please.
is the purpose of the Top Gun program? Like, I'm watching it at times,
Sure.
and I'm thinking this is cool and competitive.
Yep.
But this also maybe just feels like a waste of resources. Like, it feels like a waste of taxpayer dollars.
I mean, so that could be a bigger question as far as like military spending in general, whether it's a waste of money or not. I don't know, like, logistically, because I think this is based on some aspect of truth, like a true training program. I think it's my guess, and I could be wrong. It's just in any specialty, whether you're in engineering or mechanic or whatever it is, there's like you have like the best of the best that you want. And in this case of the military, when stuff gets really sticky, the best of the best that you can throw to make a hairy situation a little less hairy. I think that's all it is. That's all I can say.
I guess.
Yeah. The one thing I want to say before we go on, because this is when he goes on mainland again and like arrives just before the training. This the reason I love this movie so much, take away the jets, the amazing jets, the stellar 80s soundtrack, which is amazing. But you could make this movie about like workers at the mini put at Canada's Wonderland, and I think I would still like this movie, just because our protagonist in this instance, where we're about to start here, he arrives in California, like on that Navy landing strip. He's passionate, full of joy, like fist pumping jets as they take off on his motorcycle, and it's all at no real cost or context. And throughout this whole film, we see Tom Cruise, or Maverick, and where he ultimately ends up, and the change and the growth he's gone through, and the sacrifice on a personal, emotional, psychological level. And I think I like this movie because of its character growth and the characters interacting with each other more than like the fighter jets. Because we've talked about, like, the fighter jet scenes are confusing. Like, they're not the best, and it's the character growth in this movie that's gold for me, and we'll get into that.
Well, and I mean, there's a lot of character growth, and it's necessary, because in the same moment that you're talking about, when he lands on the ground, like, we kind of realize, we realize he's full of passion.
Yeah.
He's full of excitement.
Yeah.
And he's an arrogant, reckless ass.
100%. Yeah. It's
like, I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him to pick up my lunch, let alone
save the earth. Yeah.
Because he'd start juggling the. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
At the bar a day before the Top Gun starts, Maverick, assisted by Goose, unsuccessfully approaches a woman.
Right.
Maverick learns the next day that she is Charlotte Charlie Blackwood,
right,
the astrophysicist and civilian Top Gun instructor. It took me a minute, just because they don't like acknowledge each other in front of the other. It took me a minute to confirm. Like, I had my suspicions,
sure,
but I'm like, is that the girl from the bar? Is it the same? Which obviously it turns out to be. I don't know. Maybe times have changed, but he like follows her into the woman's washroom,
like that,
and is like, I'll sprawl you out right here on the counter. Like, I don't know.
Like, was this acceptable?
In that moment,
was this acceptable in the past? Like,
exactly. In this moment, I'm thinking like,
hey, maybe like no means no. There, sport.
This is rape whistle territory. If I've ever like,
I'm kidding. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there was nothing spectacular about the scene.
The bar
like
scene?
Of them in the bar, like they sing, and it's kind of fun. It's unrealistic. It's exaggerated.
So
there's no way
unrealistic.
everyone starts singing. And there's no way
in a real thing, no one would join in. Like, one person might, and then he realizes this is lame, and then just stops.
Yeah, who the hell is this guy? Yeah, right. And that'd be the extent of it.
As a movie moment, it is a classic scene.
Oh,
and
sure.
it's fun that this movie. We'll get into this later. But, like, it's the same song that plays at the end of the movie with, like, the credits rolling, and I've never been so, like, up high laughing at, not laughing, but, like, cheerful about a song played at one point in the movie, and then, like, emotional at the end of it when it's played again.
Charlie later becomes interested in Maverick upon learning of his inverted maneuver with the MiG-28, which disproves U.S. intelligence on the enemy's aircraft's performance.
Right.
It's a really cool maneuver.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And I want to talk about it at the end.
Sure. Yeah.
Because it's one of my issues.
Sure.
With the film. During Maverick's first training sortie, he defeats instructor LCDR Rick Jester through recklessly flying, breaks 2 rules of engagement, and is reprimanded by Chief Instructor Viper privately. Jester confides that he admires Maverick's skill, but wouldn't trust him as a teammate in combat. So again, kind of similar,
Yep.
He breaks 2 rules.
Right.
He goes below, what is it? There is terminology here, but he goes below a certain altitude,
right?
Essentially.
Yep.
And then he asks to do a flyby.
Yeah.
They tell him no.
Right.
And he goes, similar to how he felt in the women's washroom. He had a no means yes moment.
Yeah. How he doesn't lose
anyways.
his pilot's wings here. Like, I just don't get how many rules he can break.
Right. And like, for sure, like at that moment, I don't know, when they didn't get kicked out, my immediate thought was, like, I think that was a damaging moment for me in the film, because I'm like, oh, so the Top Gun program isn't all that strict.
Apparently not.
Because you can be a total buffoon and they don't kick you out. They give you sort of a slap on the wrist.
Right.
But
well, it seems that way. Yeah.
And again, people are picking up. He's an incredible pilot.
Right.
Sorry, naval aviator. And God, sorry, I'm so sorry. And
keep confusing those.
Yeah. And but he's reckless.
Yeah.
And he's dangerous. And nobody trusts him.
Yep.
Nor should they.
Son, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash. Yeah.
Maverick also becomes rival to the Top Gun student LT Iceman, who is played by the third worst Batman of all time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he played Batman until I looked it up a couple days ago.
Yeah, he plays Batman. So the 2 Batman that I would place as worse than him would be George Clooney.
Sure.
And I'm going to piss a lot of people off here, but really, at the end of the day, Adam West. It's just so campy. It's so, anyways.
And to be honest, of these 3, I've seen none of them.
No, I know. Yeah. You're awful.
Am I, though? If they were bad, do I need to see them?
Yeah, you still do.
Okay.
As Maverick's tendency to abandon his team and pursue reckless objectives makes him unsafe to fly with. And it's true.
And it's a movie that... So this movie was popular at the time. It had a cult following, and it still does. It had like a spin-off making fun of it. But it also has the concept of like this wingman, like don't leave your wingman behind, which is, again, also been spun off and like been kind of parodied in more recent pop culture. But
oh, sure. And I think they've referenced this film in so many other movies.
So many movies. But the underlying principle here is just like leaving your comrade or your brother behind, or like doing stupid, reckless things and just not looking out for your wingman. And
right. Charlie also objects to Maverick's aggressive tactics, but privately admits to him that she admires his flying and omitted it from her reports to hide her feelings for him, and the 2 begin a romantic relationship. A romantic relationship which I don't know, like, there's a lot of moments where I'm like, I don't know if I buy it.
It's weird because they have like a little bit of a domestic argument where they're just kind of literally driving through the streets, running red lights, chasing each other. And then like it just totally flips the switch, and then they start making out and just going to town. And I don't, yeah, even I love this movie, and even at that point, I just kind of scratch my head and I go, really? Okay.
Is this the moment? Is this the moment that has the sex scene?
No, that might be
the
later.
sex scene's a little later on.
Yeah.
What I'm putting down is the most awkward sex scene in all of Hollywood history.
It was pretty awkward.
It looks like a silhouette of 2 snapping turtles rubbing tongues together.
And it's almost in slow motion.
It's in slow motion, and it's like, honestly, it's a silhouette of their 2 faces with their lips touching, but they're both upright enough that there's kind of like this big open void between their mouths.
Sure.
That you just occasionally see their tongues come out and fill that. Like, it's so awful.
It's so awkward.
It is. God. During training shorty, Maverick abandons his wingman Hollywood to chase Viper, who is impressed with his flying abilities, but is defeated when Viper maneuvers Maverick into a position from which his wingman Jester can shoot down Maverick from behind, demonstrating the value of teamwork over individual prowess. Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of the theme of the film.
It really is, yeah.
Jester publicly tells Maverick that his flying is excellent, but that he should never leave his wingman. Yeah, like you said, that's the whole.
Yep.
It's the whole thing. Maverick and Iceman, now direct competitors for the Top Gun trophy, chase a A4 in a later training engagement. Maverick pursues Iceman to break off his engagement so that he can shoot it down, but Maverick's F-14 flies through the jet wash of Iceman's aircraft and suffers a flameout of both engines, going into an unrecoverable flat spin. This was the other moment. This was the other moment where I had to go back and be like, okay, when they hit the water, and Maverick's like, goose, no goose. I was like, okay, what is happening? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it can be difficult to follow.
What exactly was this failure? But it turns out, like, what is specifically jet wash? It's some weight turbulence is a disturbance in the atmosphere that forms behind an aircraft as it passes through the air. It includes various components, the most important of which are wingtip vortices and jet wash. Jet wash refers simply to the rapid moving gases expelled from the jet. So it's just bad news, I guess. You don't want to fly.
Right. I think it's like literally just going through the air currents and expulsion from the engine, and I guess can interfere with your trajectory and your engine and other air terms that I'm just trying to throw in as I trying to make some half-ass excuse of what it is.
Maverick and Goose eject, but Goose hits his jettisoned aircraft canopy head first and is killed.
So I'm going to stop you here for a second. I didn't watch this movie as a child growing up, so although I love this movie and I need to point out my bias with it, I watched it as an adult just within the last 5, 6, 7 years and have grown to love it. It's not like I watched it and then it's part of my childhood and it has nostalgia. But this scene with the aircraft ejection and the jettison and Goose, for me, is personally one of my most emotionally charged scenes in all the movies I've ever seen. And
really?
It's just
like just when they're in the water.
Just when the cockpit ejects and the music cues and you see kind of a limp Goose in his parachute floating towards the water, and Tom Cruise swims towards Goose and he's motionless and he's limp and he's just holding him when he waits for the medical evac. Like this, to me, I am like so touched by this movie. If you aren't touched by it, and if you do have dry eyes at the end of it, I feel like maybe I'm not going to say, okay, you have no soul is what I'm trying to say. But I was trying to find a nice way to say that. But like I when this whole scene was over, this is probably like this umpteenth time I've seen this movie. My eyes were still welled with tears. I turned to my wife; she was welled with tears. We were both so emotional after this. Like this scene, it's not just like, say, we talked about Ghost a couple of weeks ago. And Ghost, there's some still very powerful scenes to me, but I didn't find them as powerful as the first time I watched them. This movie I've seen like 12 dozen times, and it still gets me in this scene. Like I'm still emotional.
Right.
Yeah. And that's just me. That's just subjective. Like
yeah, for sure. I think in the moment, I definitely felt that impact.
Yep.
But I will say that, like, everything that they did afterwards, and I don't know, there was something like, and there's emotional moments that follow, like when him and Carol are hugging and stuff.
Yep.
But I think I feel like there's something awkward about their use of Goose's death. Like from Goose's death, from it happening to what it is that they're trying to achieve, and the character change, that it's just something about it felt either rushed or melodramatic. I don't know what it was. But the person I was watching it with felt the same. And I don't think we could really
put your finger on it.
And I think we both maybe felt that, like, maybe he didn't need to die.
Right.
Like maybe Goose is paralyzed.
Sure.
Maybe Goose will never fly again. Maybe
Right.
Goose.
Right.
And I guess we kind of asked ourselves, do you think a scary near-death stint in the hospital would have the same impact?
Right. No, that's a fair question, and I don't know.
Also, it didn't fully make sense to me that, like, I mean, Maverick's done a lot of reckless things in this film.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they've been consequence-free reckless films.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or reckless things, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest, most unfortunate thing that happens to Maverick, the thing that causes him to change his reckless ways, is something that wasn't even a doing of him being reckless. It's not even his fault. He's cleared of it.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's part of it, is I'm just looking at it going,
right,
okay, but why?
Right.
Like, why? And like, it would make more sense to me if
it was at his hand.
If it was because he did something stupid.
Right. Yeah.
And as a result, Carol held him. I think it would be more impactful if Carol held him responsible.
Right. Yeah. Because she does.
I don't know.
Because they have that conversation where, like, Maverick Goose would have flown even without you. You don't feel responsible for this. Like, don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would have been a very different.
Yeah.
Twist.
So everyone's telling him it's not your fault. It's okay. Move past this.
Right.
And instead he's like, no, I'm going to, I'm going to change my ways in regards to something that had nothing to do with this, right? Like, literally, it felt the same as, like, oh, Goose is dead.
Right.
It's not your fault, man. No, I'm going to quit smoking. What? Okay. I mean, great, but what's that have to do? So I thought Goose's death was really emotional.
Right.
And really hard-hitting.
Right.
I just felt like it was, like, the overall act of him dying was used poorly.
And I admire you for actually, like, having the analytical approach to this, because I think with me, I'm just too subjective with this specific scene and this specific passing of Goose. Just
sure, you have a bias because it's so emotional for you.
For me, yeah, like, I'm just drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm just more thinking about Goose as a real person, as not from, like, a filmmaking perspective. So I just think of Goose when he goes to Maverick and he says that earlier in the film, like, hey, Maverick, like, hey, you kind of got to tone it down a bit. I'm not as talented as you. I can't, like, I got a wife and kid to think about. I can't get kicked out of Top Gun. We gotta just tighten our belts and get going here. And just thinking about his I'm more just thinking about his family as Maverick's holding him, and I'm just like an emotional wreck. But
sure.
But yeah, that's a fair point. I think that's valid.
Although the Board of Injury clears Maverick of his responsibility for Goose's death, he is now overcome by guilt, and his flying skill diminishes. Yeah, he becomes sort of flaccid in the air.
He gets the yips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie and others attempt to console him, but Maverick considers retiring. He seeks advice from Viper, who reveals that he had served with Maverick's father, Duke Mitchell. Mm-hmm. What a name. On the USS Oriskany?
Right. Which and he, prior to Maverick getting his advice, I think he shows up, like, in the change room with Tom Cruise like where he's just wearing underwear, which
again, he's like shaving.
I'm like, hey, could you just like knock and be like, hey, can I come in if you put a towel on, kind of thing?
No, I mean it's locker room.
Sure, okay.
Right, it's a locker room in the late 80s in the military. Like in it would probably be more realistic. Because we see the locker room a couple of times in this film.
I think more than
And I think a more accurate portrayal of this would have been to at some point have seen a couple of them walking around naked or coming in and out of the showers or no, but I mean honestly, fair. I think my
point was,
I think that was told back.
He just comes in and he's like, you know what, you just need to forget him. He's not going to be the first, he's not going to be the last. And it's like, holy Hannah, General.
Oh yeah, in that moment I found Viper's advice useless. Yeah, and harsh and ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
For sure.
But yeah, so
Viper reveals classified information.
Which, hey, why not?
Again, in that moment, I'm like, what? Like, he's like, I'm going to share something with you that could end my career.
Exactly.
Well, then don't.
Then don't. Like, what is it about Maverick that's making you trust him enough? Like, what has he exhibited to be like, this guy's trustworthy?
If this is U.S. classified information.
Sure.
It's not classified because, secrets are fun. It's classified because this is like, there's a reason they're not telling people this.
Yeah.
There's potentially sensitive information.
Very, like war.
You don't just tell people.
Like war inducing or people endangering information.
Exactly. Information that proves Mitchell died heroically and informs Maverick that he can succeed if he can regain his self-confidence. Basically says, your father died.
Yep.
Because he ignored orders.
Yeah.
He did the same reckless save his friends crap that you do.
Right.
And he saved 3 people.
Right.
And then he died.
Yep.
So come on back, son.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I guess the whole father thing is a recurring theme in this whole movie, like just because his father has this reputation about him, and maybe that's part of why Tom Cruise is acting out so much, is to kind of prove something or reclaim his family reputation. But I do think it's a real quick flip of the switch that Tom Cruise hears this story, which could be made up. Like, Viper could just be making this up, being like, okay, I'm going to make up this story about your father that you won't be able to confirm or deny, and I'm going to make it so it's similar to you, so that you just maybe pick up on it and change your ways. Like,
right.
I'm
and
not sure.
when in reality your father was tased to death in the women's washroom. Like,
what?
Your dad was also a perv.
Or some such.
Yeah, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, Maverick chooses to graduate through the program, sure. Although Iceman wins the Top Gun trophy.
Yep, he does.
During the graduation party, Viper calls in newly graduated aviators with the orders to deploy. Yeah, so basically like, hey, enjoy your cake, but
don't enjoy yourself too much.
Yeah, because it's time to go, boys. Which it was kind of an exciting. I think I was torn. I think I was like, ooh, yeah, man, like straight into action. Here we go. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh, but come on. Like, that's convenient timing.
And this whole movie, you have to remember, because I myself, who love this movie, watched this, and there's scenes, snippets, lines that I go, this is absolutely corny. But then you remember, at the time when this came out, like, there hadn't been all the parodies that took this and went 1,000 miles with it. Like, this, at the time, just was a movie.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But here's my question.
Sure.
Right. So, Iceman, Hollywood, and Maverick are ordered immediately to return to the Enterprise to deal with a crisis situation, providing air support for the rescue of a stricken ship that has drifted into hostile waters.
Mm-hmm.
prior to this graduation, who would have dealt with this? Would we have just been screwed?
You would think there would be like all the previous year's graduates.
Where's the previous Top Gun class?
Yeah. Like they at the beginning, they have like a whole trophy of the winner of each year. So there's been like 12 classes.
Right. So I'm just thinking, like, let them eat their cake. Why these guys?
No kidding. But maybe there were other fires to put out.
Maverick and Merlin, Cougar's former RIO, are assigned as backup for F-14s flown by Iceman in Hollywood. Despite Iceman's reservation over Maverick's state of mind, the subsequent hostile engagement with 6 MiGs sees Hollywood shot down. Maverick is scrambled alone due to a catapult failure and nearly retreats after encountering circumstances similar to those that caused Goose's death. He ends up in a thing again.
Whatever,
yeah. Great show. Upon finally rejoining Iceman, the two are still badly outnumbered, but Maverick vocally refuses to leave Iceman without a wingman. Yeah, he's like, it's very cheesy. He's like, no, never leave a wingman. It's one thing I've learned in the last week.
Exactly.
And that my father was a hero.
And lock the door. And lock the door when you're shaving, or else Viper's just going to come in and be a buzzkill.
And manages to shoot down 3 MiGs. Iceman, shifting to a fence, also shoots down 1. Not pulling his own weight at all. Which forces the other 2 to flee. Upon their triumphant return to Upon their triumphant return to the Enterprise, Iceman and Maverick share newfound respect for each other. They hug. It's so nice.
They embrace.
Offered any assignment, Maverick decides to return to Top Gun as an instructor at a bar in somewhere, can't pronounce that. Maverick and California. Charlie reunite.
Right.
So a couple things.
Sure.
From a writing standpoint, there's such a weak moment in the bar.
Okay.
So they start to mimic, in the first time they're in a bar, and she's asking him, what his flying skills like.
Sure.
And he's like, well, my first outing, I crashed and burned. I didn't do very well.
Right.
And she's like, how'd you do on your second one?
Right.
And he said, I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow. Right? Implying that he hasn't done it, but he's about to.
Right.
Then at the end of the film, they meet in a different bar, and they kind of start to mimic that conversation. Right, when talking about the relationship. Right, she's like, it makes some comment suggesting that she's interested, and he's like, are you sure? My first time out, I crashed and burned. And she said, well, what about now? Or how'd you do on the second one or something? Right?
Right.
And I can't even remember what he actually says, because what he actually says is the wrong thing. He like smiles and he goes, I don't even know what he says. But what he should have said in that moment was, I don't know, I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Like, he should have said the line again. And for being like the last line in the movie, I was like, no, come on.
I've never thought of that, but that's a good point.
Also,
okay.
The ending fight scene of this movie.
Okay.
Like when they're up in the air.
Yes.
It fell so flat for me. Here's the issue.
Sure.
The most impressive maneuver in the entire film happens in the first 5 minutes.
Right.
And then we don't ever see it happen again.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
So Charlie has still never seen it. He hasn't proved to anyone that he can actually do it.
Well, he had a Polaroid.
Okay, great.
It's the 80s.
Photographic trickery.
Yeah, in the 80s.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's possible, but it's not as common as, like, he didn't just use, like, Microsoft Notepad or whatever.
So the whole time, like throughout this fight, I'm like, oh man, he's going to do some ridiculous, crazy maneuver, and it's going to be this 1 in a million. Like, it's Maverick. It's Maverick, and the odds are stacked against them, and he's going to have to do something completely impossible in order to save the day. And he doesn't. He does the same braking maneuver that he did back during Top Gun school. He does a maneuver that we've already seen. That is, I mean, maybe an impressive maneuver, but we've seen it. He's done it. He's already done it. And so I was just, there was no like slow motion, crazy maneuver, edge of your seat, really crazy thing. And I was sure that there was going to be. How can there not be? How can you not have him save the day with this impossible maneuver that even he didn't think was going to work? It was a 1 in a million kind of, and it just didn't, like, I don't know. So after watching this film, we immediately rewatched the trailer for the new one. And during the 2 minutes, I was more, and this is serious. I'm not even just, please, during the 2 minutes of the trailer, I was more impressed and more blown away by the maneuvers that they were showing me than the entire film of the first one.
Two things I'm going to say to this, and they're in agreement with you. I think all the fight scenes in this movie, to a degree, fall flat. I mean, whether it's that you're confused, like you or I or Johnny down the street are confused with what's happening in each fight scene, or just the shaky cam, or just the angles, like even the maneuver at the beginning where he like flips the bird and tries and helps Cougar, like there's times where it's like, okay, that's impressive, but it's still what's happening, what's going on. So we stopped watching the movie and as well watched the trailer, and I would agree with that. In the 2 minutes, there's more impressive flight move, like cinematography, than the whole original Top Gun. The only thing
when he blasts up between the center of the two, blowing them off, like, do you know the shot I'm talking about?
No.
When he's like he's because now he's in the trailer.
Oh sure.
Because now he's the instructor, and the two students are like, oh okay, so what? We're gonna fly around, and he like comes up between the two of them, kind of blowing them both off to either side, and I was like, yes, like that's cool, And I'm not even like action films don't do it for me. I'm not this kind of testosterone. Oh, I need action shots and
pump your chest,
whatever.
Michael Bay explosions.
Yeah. Like I don't care. That doesn't do it for me. Like at all.
No.
But if you're going to put them in these fighter jets and say, oh, he's the best maneuverer, like then show me that.
Yeah.
Make it impressive.
The only thing I'm going to say, and I don't think I don't think this was the intent, but maybe it was. I will say there's maybe some importance or some significance to that final scene, because like you alluded to, he did dumb stunts and impressive stunts throughout the whole movie, and as the movie progressed, he matured and he changed. And maybe there's some significance that he was more even-keeled in the final scene and didn't do some crazy, stupid stunt. And there's more significance in that he was just a good wingman and a good team player.
Well, but then now he's not Maverick.
Hey.
Now there's nothing. The fact that he's not willing to take the risks to pull off the impossible maneuvers. Now he's just another flyer.
That's just
aviator.
That's just the way life is. It changes you.
Because I'm watching, again, that maneuver from the trailer when he blasts up between the two, and I'm thinking that's reckless. Is that not dangerous?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, is that not, that could have gone really wrong. Yeah, I don't know.
The only things...
All in all...
Yeah.
What?
The only things I want to add, just about what I love about this movie.
Adam, man.
Adam.
Insert him.
I love...
Slide him in.
So there's the classic lines like, hey, son, your ego's riding checks your body can't cash, or I feel the need for speed. There's all these like tagline quotes, never leave your wingman. But there's also the classic scenes love it or hate it, there's the weird, I classify it as a weird volleyball scene. The Great Balls of Fire with Meg Ryan, who plays Goose's wife.
Kind of a very back burner role.
Very, very back burner. But to me, I think my favorite scenes, both for the nostalgia factor, the music factor, and also just the cinematography, are all the Take My Breath Away motorcycle montages. Just because there are some very, very good, amazing shots that are used that like are panoramic views of like the daylight, like of either the sunset or the sunrise and just the horizon. And just from just an admiration point of view, I love these scenes, just everything that kind of works together. The emotion of the character in these scenes, the visual, the audio, just all kind of comes together and infuses.
My favorite line in this movie is Meg Ryan's, a line of Meg Ryan's.
Oh, really? Which one?
And it's just small and it's subtle, but it was so Meg Ryan.
Okay. Where she said, "You've got mail"?
No. And it's a line that Charlie steals, and she says it later. But I'm like, no, that didn't work as well for you.
Okay.
But when Meg Ryan looks at Goose and says, "Take me to bed or lose me forever,"
right?
And it was just this it just gave this kind of fun, playful, told you everything that you needed to know about the relationship between Goose and Carol.
Right. Which for
and
me,
then Charlie's like. Yeah. Charlie says to Maverick, like, "Take me to bed or lose me forever," and I felt like saying, "No,
that's not your line. You stop.
Like you just heard that somewhere, didn't you? You line stealing, like, come on,
right? Say
something better."
Yeah, you got it. No, and again, add it to the reasons of why I just emotionally break down during the Goose scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that his kid?
Yeah.
Are they married? Is Goose and Carol married?
So I'm not sure. They are together and have a child. I assume they're married because it's the 80s, but I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. What would you give it out of 10? I'm just curious.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought of this.
I can give you some trivia while you decide.
No, I've got an answer. I think I would say 7.
Cool. That's fair.
Which is high.
I'm actually I'm so content with you giving it a 7.
Yeah,
because I wasn't sure.
It's high, but I've definitely got criticisms.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
and heck, I even do too. Like, it's not a perfect movie, but it's a valued movie by me.
Right. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not Titanic.
For many reasons, it's not. Although, actually, but the funny thing is, he does Heart of the Ocean, the Goose's dog tags at the end. He's like at the end of the ship when he drops him in the ocean.
He does.
So, I mean, James Cameron, get your own
Eat
thing.
Your heart out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I've got a couple trivia questions for you here.
Great. No, sorry, that's not meant. That wasn't. Yeah.
After the film's release, actually, no, I'll go with this one. Real shots of fighter jets at 28,000 feet were used, which meant having the cooperation of the Pentagon and the Navy for this movie. The only thing that the production team actually had to cover was the cost of jet fuel. So the Pentagon covered everything else, like the time of the pilots and the actual just time and labor of using these planes, and they covered the missiles that were used for the shots of the movie. My question to you is, how many missiles did the Navy allow the production team to be fired for the filming of this movie? So for all the fight scenes, how many missiles do you think they went through?
I'm just trying to think. There's no way I'm going to be able to count.
That's all right. And I'll let you be within 5 or 10 or something. Like, it does. If you say 47 and it was 48, I'm not going to be like, you're wrong. I'll be like, that's good enough.
I'm going to say 30.
30? Okay. That's not good enough just because it's too off.
Okay.
They used one missile and then just used the same shot over and reversed it and doctored it and just used it over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense.
I guess, but it's also kind of cornball. Like, yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, CGI wasn't an option.
No.
And
no.
If the military says you can only have one, then you can only have one.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
What do you do? And so just as a side note, just as far as using footage and having limited footage, like they were at the mercy of the Navy and the Pentagon, and they said, this is the footage you have because this is the allotted time you have with us. They wanted to make a sequel because it was such a popular movie, but they used all their footage to make the first one, so they just didn't think it was feasible to reuse all the footage to just doctor up some crap second version of it.
Which now it's not an issue because it'll all be
CGI.
Computer, yeah.
I've got... I'll ask you this. I'm it's not the best trivia. I'm going to say it right now. But how many Oscar nominations do you think this movie got?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was in 1986.
Okay, in 86.
Mm-hmm.
Academy Awards, like Oscar nominations.
Correct. So, yeah.
I don't know if it's Best Picture material.
Hard to say. Some might say so. I think Corey Buzeau might say so because he was all over our social media page just liking this movie.
Right. I'm gonna say 3.
That's a valid guess. That's fair. It was close. It was 4.
Okay. What were the categories?
Best sound effects editing, best film editing, best sound.
Right.
And then the only Oscar that it actually won was best original song for Take My Breath Away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I am just so happy we got to talk about this movie. You have no idea. Christmas came early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, so ultimately,
yeah.
I'm glad I've seen it.
Okay.
I might never watch it again. I don't have a...
And that's the beauty of film, right? Like, we can both watch something. I know for a fact I will absolutely watch it. I'll probably watch it even again before... Well, maybe not. But there's a chance I might even watch it again before I see the new one this summer. But and you might walk away and never watch it again, and I think that's cool. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I agree.
Are you going to ask me a question?
Chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Vanilla. Every day, twice on Sundays.
Vanilla or French vanilla?
Probably just vanilla.
Ooh, why?
It's very close. Like, if you gave me either or, I wouldn't complain. But I just prefer it. Yeah.
What'd you watch this week?
There it is. I'm trying to remember. I think I just watched 2 movies. The movie you recommended and my recommendation to you, I think. So the movie I for sure watched was Knives Out, the 2019 romantic comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a really fascinating movie. I was super drawn in from the start. It was captivating throughout. Yeah, there's times where you think you know a little bit more, then it turns out maybe not so much, maybe a bit more, and you never kind of go into a lull of, well, now I know too much information, I'm just not invested anymore.
Right.
You don't know this about me, but you specifically picked a movie that I liked the genre of, like, so I'm so into this genre you don't even know. I grew up watching
murder mystery.
Yes. I literally was raised and grew up watching Murder, She Wrote, and this premise throughout watching this movie, the premise reminded me of it so much, and I absolutely, I paused the movie and was so pumped when there was did you notice the Easter egg in the middle of this movie? In the middle of this movie, what was the nurse's name? Marta?
Oh, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Whatever the nurse's name, she comes home to her mother, and her mother was watching Murder, She Wrote in Spanish in their home.
Oh, really?
I absolutely I loved it. I loved that Easter egg. that
I've never seen it,
which is fine. And only someone like me would appreciate such an Easter egg, and I loved it. But anyway, the whole movie itself, very interesting twist to the whodunit. Just because I feel like those movies are good, but they're usually maybe told from a different vantage point where you don't have as much information, and it's just in the final scene where you're brought up to speed. This movie, you know different snippets throughout, and it's obviously you don't know the final thread tying it all together until the end. But I felt it was a very fun and interesting twist. And
good.
And to be honest, this movie kind of snuck up on me because I just kind of thought, oh, Daniel Craig, blah blah blah, and then it just started receiving all this attention, and then I now know why it did. So I gave it an 8.3 out of 10. Absolutely loved it. Great recommendation.
Fantastic.
I'm assuming you liked it too. Obviously, that's why you recommended it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
It is so good. And star-studded, like everyone is in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah. The only other movie I think I watched was the recommendation for you this week.
Okay.
This is a movie I've been meaning to watch for a while. I liked it. I hope you like it. It received a lot of attention. It's part of a series, you could say. It made a top 100 list of the movies of the last decade. It's a animated film.
Paddington 2.
And I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch this specific movie again, but I'm glad I watched it, and I want to share it with you. And it is part of a series. You've seen other movies in this series, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Nothing. What is it?
What do you think it is?
I think it's Paddington 2.
That would be a valid guess, and a valid, like, at some point we do need to watch it. It's actually
okay.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, it's so good.
You've seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Son of a... Dang!
Yeah, I've seen it.
Ah, poop. For some reason I thought you hadn't seen it.
No, I've seen it.
Oh. Yeah, it is good,
it's kind of part of a series. It's a standalone.
For sure.
It's yeah. Sorry, man.
No, that's okay. I'm so disappointed.
I mean, I'll still watch it.
Is that okay that it's my recommendation? Like, would you still watch it this week?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
It's okay. Like, I don't need to worry about ruining anything for you, but I actually laughed out loud when there's the little reference to Spider-Man 3 at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, I actually
there's a reference to like all of them.
There is, but just because of the farcical music, dancing, I actually laughed out loud.
And can we put this on the list of one more Nicolas Cage film that you really like?
Pardon me?
Nick Cage.
What about him?
He's the noir Spider-Man.
No way.
Go back and watch just like a couple or like look it up on YouTube.
Oh, no way. It's the pieces are connecting in my mind, but I had no idea when watching it.
Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage. And who was it that plays Fat Peter Parker?
Jake Johnson? No. Jake?
No.
Oh, Mahershala Ali is in this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just watched this and didn't look
Jake
anything
Johnson.
into it.
Jake Johnson plays Fat Peter Parker.
Oh, wow. There's actually an incredible cast in this. Chris Pine is in this.
Chris Pine. Wait, is Chris Pine Fat Peter? They each play a Peter Parker. I'm not sure
I'm not sure which one either.
Which one?
Wow, that's so cool. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll take that. That's a good movie, and Nicolas Cage is in this. Sometime, and I don't know I really want to go down this road, because there's some dang good Nicolas Cage movies, but there are also some really crap ones that I'm wondering if I should just watch so I can recommend them to you so that you can just be aware of what's out there. But that's another discussion.
Do a whole episode on it.
I'd be down. Anyway, wow. What'd you watch this week?
So I watched Parasite.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm only going to say one thing.
Okay. In English or Korean?
In English.
Okay.
I think I just don't like subtitles.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean,
so, and that should inform you pretty much of what my experience was.
Oh,
I just, like,
okay.
I appreciated the film.
Yep.
I would have liked it a lot better if it was in English.
Right.
Just because I was constantly, like, I don't know. I find it's impossible to fully give your attention to the visuals if you're also reading subtitles.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah.
So you just lose. You do lose something.
Yep.
So
unfortunately, that is a factor, right?
But I appreciate it for what it was. I wouldn't have given it Best Picture. I don't think it's the film of 2019.
And I think we come back to it again. That's just film, right? When we see different things in it.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Okay. Did you regret watching it? Like, you didn't think it was the best picture. There were some flaws with it, but was it like, okay, this?
No, I mean, I think the only movie I've ever regretted watching was Lost in Translation.
What? Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Where I was like what? Like, why?
What?
There's just no payoff.
What?
It never.
What? Which of the two? What about I Love You, Man? Was that like between Lost in Translation and I Love You, Man? Which is better?
Oh, I Love You, Man. It's better than Lost in Translation.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
I don't think you like. I fundamentally hated Lost in Translation.
Apparently.
What was the movie I just recommended to you that I was like?
That was like Lost in Translation. Wasn't it called I wrote it down. It's about the musician. It wasn't a recommendation. It was just a suggestion.
Oh, was it not?
No.
Oh. It was about a musician?
Yeah, and I think they're like musicians and they're both like in Norway or something. It's a indie film. And
yeah, once,
yeah, is that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it yet.
I watched a film which is 70 years old.
Ooh.
Called Lady and the Tramp.
What?
And I'd never seen it before. Yeah, I'd never seen it.
So, do you want to know a little fun fact about Lady and the Tramp?
I do.
I've not seen it either.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And I would have to say, like, we watched it on Disney Plus.
Oh, sure.
Which means it's bizarrely sharp and crisp and vivid.
Right.
For a 1955 film.
Right.
And also they've kind of pulled the aspect ratio so that it is widescreen, and it just makes it feel like this, like, it's, you wouldn't think, oh, I'm watching a 70-year-old film.
Right.
So it was good.
Cool.
Finally, and my recommendation to you, which I really hope you haven't seen,
okay,
is a Sean Connery film.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do you like Sean Connery?
Depends. It's case by case dependent.
Okay. I really like this movie.
Okay.
And I hope you will too.
Okay.
It's called Medicine Man.
No, not seen it. No.
Okay. So it's basically, I'll give you a quick little rundown.
Yeah.
It's about a field researcher who lives in the Amazon rainforest.
Cool.
Lives and works among a tribe in the Amazon rainforest.
Okay.
And he has sent for an assistant and some more equipment because he has, through an extract of a local flower, he has created a serum which is knocking out tumors in the course of about 24 hours.
Wow.
He's found the cure to cancer.
Dang.
And there's not a lot left of the original serum, and none of the new serums work.
Ooh.
And there's a road coming through which is going to devastate the area, and there's just a lot to it.
I'm actually really intrigued.
It's really good. It's a 1992 film, so it's a film of my birth year.
Yeah, must
which
be
means
good.
I'm tied to it just through that. Well, everything from 1992, really.
Yeah.
But no, it's good, and there's a lot of nudity in it.
Oh.
only because they're like, this was 1992,
Sure.
which means they are like, the person I watched it with made a comment about the nudity and like the accuracy of the tribe and where they were and stuff. And I replied by saying they didn't have to strive for accuracy in the tribe. This is a tribe.
Right.
Like it's 1992. They would have shown up in the Amazon rainforest. It's all shot on location.
Right.
They would have shown up in the Amazon rainforest and they would have said, "We're here to film."
Right.
And they would have paid them somehow. They would have given them, like, American dollars wouldn't have done anything for them, but they would have somehow, through food or through whatever, they would have,
Right.
reimbursed them. And then they would have taken off and probably leaving a big footprint from having done the film and leave the tribe worse for wear.
Right.
But that was our film ethics board. Like, there wasn't a lot of rules around that.
Right.
So real tribe. So you'll see a lot of bare butts, a lot of topless women. But they're tribe. It's a tribe.
Comes
right?
with the territory.
Yeah. So very good movie. Highly recommended.
Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Do we have a wingman we want to give a shout out to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you have one?
I don't know him that well, but I'm gonna go Corey Buzeau just because I think he was the tipping point of helping Top Gun win. So
Corey's a badass.
He seems like it just on that one thing that I know about him.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not true. I've met him a couple times. Actually, he is a pretty cool guy.
I would never ever go fist to fist with Corey Buzeau in a dark alley.
Like as your wingman or against him?
Against him.
Okay, yeah. But would you go with his wingman?
Oh yeah, he can be my wingman anytime.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't be his, but he could be my wingman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. We'll shout him out.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
I'm very happy with that.
Okay, sweet.
Bye
then.
Until next time.
No. Just say goodbye.
Until next time.
No.
Bye.